Welcome to this top 5 of Tales from the Crypt Season 2. I really wanted to do that top because out of the 18 episodes, I was wondering which one would be worth seeing again and again without being too boring in a way. So from 5 to 1, number 5. Number 5, Corman's Calamity. Corman's Calamity is a great memory of mine, of my childhood. Because you can see this good guy drawing monsters, the ideal job, inventing monsters, drawing horror stories, and then they get into the real world. It's funny to see this imagination getting real, and well, there is the character of the wife who's enjoyable and funny. There's a lot of humor. The spirit of Tales from the Crypt. It's metafictional. It's good when a show is thoughtful about itself. Now, number 4, I would pick The Switch by Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Switch is a very interesting tale about the importance of the physical, of the physique, the image, and seduction, using the body, using money, making the right choice. It mixes many interesting ideas. Really, maybe I would put The Switch number 3, actually, because of all this. And the characters are great, the music is great, I remember. And it's a topic dear to Arnold. So The Switch is definitely interesting, with a great twist. Number 3, Fitting Punishment. Fitting Punishment is a wonder concerning the way, I think it's Jack Sholder, the way the director Jack Sholder brought terror and horror. And yeah, it's really the ending goes crescendo. It's sort of zombie revenge or ghostly revenge kind of story with an abusive relative to his nephew. The Fitting Punishment number 3 is really a thrilling episode. Now, coming back to number 2, I would pick Three's a Crowd. Three's a Crowd deserves to be number 1. From the point of view of cinematographic sets, or I would say it's a feat, because it's a perfect episode. Three's a Crowd has the best twist from maybe the whole series. And I haven't seen the last seasons, but Three's a Crowd is definitely epic. Three's a Crowd is this love triangle who ends very badly, who is unbearable. The twist is unbearable. I hate the violence in the episode, because in the end you get the killing of a wife who's pregnant. It's horrible, and you get this pregnancy party in the end, and this is really horrible. You can't like this episode, but the references to The Shining, the way it's filmed, the acting is tremendous. Three's a Crowd, number 2. And number 1 is really the origin of found footage in a way. It's Television Terror. Television Terror is a kick-ass episode. Television Terror features this jackass wanting to do his live broadcast in a kind of haunted mansion in Los Angeles, and he's harsh and hard with a woman he has some kind of control on. But in the ending, we see that she takes her revenge and he dies because of her. But it's not all this that I like. Is development inside the house, the way it progressively brings terror, the flashbacks. Television Terror is really There's some irony in it. The music is great. It's haunted house, zombie. There is some moral once again, as you always. So this is my number 1, television terror. There are 3 episodes I would maybe add. I was wondering, do I put them on my top 5? Those 3 were The Thing from the Grave, which sure deserves to be in a top 5. The Secret, because it's a great memory. It's almost a kid tale. And My Brother's Keeper. It was quite... I like My Brother's Keeper. I never get bored watching those 3. So that was my top 5. What would be yours? What do you think of mine? Thanks for watching.